Doug Stanhope was right. I remember he did this thing on the BBC where he did a short comedian, and he says, "I'm Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink." And he would talk about different things. And then he made a point. He said, look, the thing about most Americans that they can't deal with, it's not that they're afraid of some Illuminati coming in and taking them over, or Barack Obama's going to take their health care away or kill them, or George Bush is starting wars or surveilling their Google account. They're not concerned about that. They're concerned about the fact, and they know deep in their hearts, that their lives are empty, meaningless, and that no matter what they do, they're not going to amount to anything. And this is about as good as it's going to get. He was right. He was right. I've known that for years. You know, in some sense, he wasn't just true of Americans. I think that's something that Tolstoy dealt with in his work, where he talked about resurrection. He had to deal with the fact that life is meaningless. The book of Ecclesiastes, it talks about the fact that your life is meaningless, that there's nothing to it. I remember my father talking about it. We were debating Ecclesiastes. I said, no, it said in there that, to have a family, to have a life was important. Well, my dad, to his credit, he was saying that it didn't mean anything. Life didn't mean anything. And I wrestle with that. But I think ultimately, Mr. Stanhope is right. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I take pleasure in it. Like tonight, I'd had a hard week, a couple of days. I had a hard weekend, had a hard week. I went to Wendy's, got me a chili, paid $3 for it. Had cheese and onions, and I put 4 hot sauces in it. I like hot sauce. That's my nickname around here, hot sauce. And I ate it. And then I went to this local place called Culver's, and I was going to get the custard of the day. But they had a caramel pumpkin, salted caramel pumpkin concrete, which they took pumpkin flavor in vanilla, shook it up. Oh, it was just off the chain, and I paid $4 for that. Now, a lot of the girls that I would go out with, or my mother, or some woman would go, "You didn't get your dot, blah, 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 this and that. That was empty stuff." To me, I don't think it matters. I don't eat fruit. I don't eat vegetables. I used to take my vitamins all. I don't even take those much anymore. Because it doesn't mean anything. None of it does. It doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes I feel better when I eat certain things, and if I start feeling really crappy, I'll run down to the vitamin store or eat better. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And the fact that I'm aware of this gives me an edge on other people. I don't get all worked up about things. I don't worry. I don't get stressed out. If you think things are so important, they're not. If you think it's so important for you to get some college education and be a big shot, and that you need to do this, and that you were whittling your wife away, you were whittling your wife away. And as far as I'm concerned, Barack Obama's whittling his life away. Whoever you think's the most important person in history, Alexander the Great, or Napoleon Bonaparte, or George Washington, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whoever you think that is, who was the most important person in history, who'd they help? A bunch of nobodies. They helped a bunch of nobodies. So we're never going to amount to anything anyway. So it's all nothing. It's all nothing. Don't you understand it? It's nothing. It means nothing. You should take solace in that. It shouldn't make you feel bad. It should make you feel better. So you can sit down and eat your custard tonight, or whatever you like. If you like a banana split, if you like a shot of booze, if you like marijuana, whatever you like, enjoy it. Because it's meaningless. It doesn't make any difference. You don't make any difference. I don't make any difference. Doug Stanhope was right.